What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Dr. Nina, and I'm excited about today's video because I have been seeing so many wonderful videos on cheap and affordable beauty items. So I decided, I love to be the plug and I love to talk about skin. So why not present to you guys my favorite skincare items that are cheap and affordable that you can pick up at your neighborhood Walgreens, Walmart, Target, wherever you frequent to get your re-up. Now, today's items are really geared towards those that are looking to reboot their own skincare regimen, especially in the new year. But also, let's say you're buying for somebody for Christmas or for the holidays and you want to create like an inexpensive gift idea or basket that might get them, together. I'm going to include some things here that maybe you didn't think about or maybe you already use that might be good to start to include once again. And if you're like me, you might be a little bougie. Yes, I have some high end and I have some medium end products that I show you guys, but I always love to return to exactly what's been true to me, which is drugstore products. I like to keep it affordable. I like to keep my pocketbook full, okay? And I'm sure you do too. So sometimes there are some things that are right around the corner that I cannot live without. So I'm going to show you all of those things today. And I just want to remind you that your skin is the result of how much time you spend on it. It's also going to depend on how long you choose to use a product. I always say about 6 weeks or more is needed to see the effects. So if you're going to start using something, make sure that you give it the proper time and the proper effort. And also, if you're having severe skin issues, make sure that you see your doctor. But all items that I talk about today can be found down below in that good old information section. And I also want y'all to sound off and comment if you use a lot of the products I'm talking about, or if you have in the past and you plan to revisit them, or if you might gift them to somebody else. Now let's get into this. And y'all, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you like it, comment, share, and subscribe. And also click on those notification bells so you can know when I upload on Thursdays and Sundays. Make sure you also check out my Now That's Life podcast, which is now live. And you can check it out on all your major podcasting platforms. Links to my podcast can be found down below in the information section. So I thought it would be the easiest idea to present all of these products in the way in which I use them or apply them to my skin. So I'm going from some of the thinner consistencies to thicker consistencies, and also just what you use in what order. So this is kind of a skincare routine while we working in the skincare item. We're going to be talking cleansers, exfoliators, toners, face masks, moisturizers and serums, as well as sunscreen. Let's start with cleansers. And cleansers are going to be great for you when they don't strip your skin of all of its natural essential oils and a lot of your natural oils, period. So one of the things that I try to do is check a lot of charts, like I said, going to the doctor, the dermatologist, figuring out what's going to be best for you. But I have combination skin and it's more oily in that combination. So I try to make sure that I, balance that the best that I can. And I look for products that really support that. So I usually go with a cleanser that has some foaming to it and might be a little bit thinner, so it's not putting too much stuff in my skin, and it's non-comedogenic, which means that it's not going to clog my pores. So I like to start with a wipe, a cleansing wipe, and I love the Shea Moisture wipes. They are excellent. They help to cut down on that bacteria, that acne. They give you a first line of washing too. And so whatever you choose or decide to get should possibly be better for your skin type. Like if it's sensitive, if it's normal, if it's oily. And also your cleansing shouldn't stop there. And even if you're buying for somebody else, maybe you want to accompany it with an official cleanser, because those cleansing towelettes are not meant to just sit up on your face all night long, because they have chemicals and products in them that could break you out. So the cleanser that I love also that's at the store is Cetaphil. Cetaphil is amazing, y'all. And I know that there's Cerave, there's others, and Cerave is probably like my second favorite drugstore product. However, Cetaphil, I started using back in college, back in school, as a recommendation of one of my sorority sisters. What up, Alpha Kappa Alpha, skiwi. I started using it because it was thinner in consistency and it also worked well for my skin. I'm not saying it's going to work well for everybody, but it's definitely one of those tried and true ones that I go back to. And especially if I'm traveling, it's been really good because I can find it in any drugstore. Like if I forget my own face wash, I have something that is a staple product that seems to work really well for me. So keep in mind, once again, you want to go with something that's not going to clog your pores or trigger any acne, dark marks, hyperpigmentation, or things like that. The next thing I'm on the prowl for is some simple or mechanical exfoliators, and most anybody can use a good exfoliator in their toolkit. So this can even be purchased for other people. So I love the Equate version of the apricot scrub that helps with acne scars, and all of those different things. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but guys, y'all, it has been one of my favorites. It's a little bit rough, has a rougher consistency, but I tend to use it quite gently on my face. And then what I also love about it is that I use it across my body. And if you want to be a little more bougie and take it up about $3, you can get the St. Ives version. So of course, all of this is keeping you under 20 bucks. I love that as an exfoliator as well, because you know, it might be a little bit rougher and scrubbed than the Equate version, which is the Walmart version, but I find that it is amazing. So the other one I also like is on Amazon. So if you want to get a little bit more bougie, it's still under $20 though. Okay, it's called the Era Organics Microderm Abrasion Exfoliator, and I love it. Not only does it have a pleasant scent, but it's made with Manuka honey. It helps to cut down on your acne. It unclogs those pores. It helps you look fresh and renewed. Again, I use this one across my body. It feels amazing. Every time I use it, I just feel like I feel so great. And it's one of the ones that I reach for every now and again. I bought it for friends. I bought it for family members, and the results have been really good if you use it. And like I said, exfoliating 2 to 3 times a week, that's usually what I do. But this is one of the ones that stays in my rotation. And this one's in my Amazon shop. Another thing is making sure that you have the mechanical exfoliators, and y'all already know who I'm gonna go hard for. I have for years now. You can check the receipts in my videos, and today's video is being brought to you guys by Vanity Planet. And funny enough, one of my favorite exfoliators or mechanical exfoliators is by them. It is the Ultimate Skin Spa. Now, I love this thing because it comes with a dope case, right? It has an amazing case. So many different brush heads that are easy to wash. One of my favorites of it right now is the silicone brush head, which really gets deep into those pores. It helps to work really well with your cleanser of choice. It's easy to wash. I also love that it's easy to remove the brush heads and you don't get all that grime and grit caught in between them. And not only what it does for your face, you have the softer brush and you have the harder exfoliating brush, which really helps across the body, period. But really with my face, when I was having a lot of hormonal acne along my chin line, this really helped with clearing that up, getting rid of a lot of those extra excess bumps, and also those bumps that hid underneath my skin. I see a difference when I'm not exfoliating at least twice a week with that bad boy. Definitely give it a try, and you can check it out now for 70% off in my link down below, and my code absolutely affordable and can be worked into any regimen, I believe. Now y'all, face masks are amazing and there are so many great ones to choose from. And what I like to do is whenever I see a sale at the store, I like to pick up a few. Now there are some that I've shown you guys that are staples. I definitely love a lot of drugstore masks. I love everything from Shea Moisture. One of my favorite brands is Garnier. I always say that name, I'm so country. Garnier. I love a lot of the other masks that are out that are clay masks, hydrating masks, lip masks, eye masks, peel off masks. There's all of those great masks that put essential oils and a lot of different things back into the skin and promote you with hydration, with pulling things out of the skin that need to go. And I find that when I go to the store, I just try to pick what's going along with my skin for that season. And I try to keep those in a bucket somewhere or in a self-care basket. Y'all know I'm a sucker for a self-care basket, and just make sure that I have those on hand so that I'm not always having to buy for when I have problems. They're inexpensive, they're cheap. You don't have to purchase like a whole bottle of something. Nowadays they make these sheet masks that are amazing that you can purchase 1 by 1 or 2 by 2. So just keep that in mind when you're looking, and determine based on your skin type, just keep a nice amount of them around that might work best for you. So next, y'all, is a toner. You need a great toner. Everybody, I believe, needs a great toner. And so for me, I've learned so much about toners and their purpose, because I didn't really understand their purpose in the past. You know, in the past, they teach you to use like sea breeze and stuff like that on your skin, and you don't really know why you're using it. But basically what these things do is they give you a nutrient boost. They also make your other products absorb much better into your skin, which means you're going to get better results or more results from your product, even if it's cheap and affordable. So I absolutely love apple cider vinegar. I love just taking some apple cider vinegar with the Mother, the Bragg's, and I do 3 parts water, 1 part ACV. But when I just want to buy it already made, and let me be honest, these days I like it pre-made. So Thayer's Witch Hazel is amazing, y'all. My favorite is the lemon and the lavender kind. Oh my goodness, just leaves you feeling good. I love doing it right before bed too. It gives you this refreshing boost. I also feel like I'm doing something great for my skin. It seems to leave it non-stripped and more moisturized. And like I said, it seems to let my other products sink in a bit better. I can tell when I haven't been toning. I can tell that my skin texture doesn't feel good. So definitely also, if you can't get your hand on some Thayer's Witch Hazel, which I think usually I can find at Target pretty well, I just get regular witch hazel. I've shown you guys that regular witch hazel as well that I've gotten from Walmart, and it's just witch hazel. That's all it's like, witch hazel. I pretty much keep it consistent with these, and these are all very affordable. Now, bump what you heard, but everybody can use an amazing serum or a spot treatment. And these are amazing because they take concentrated ingredients and ensure that you put it on your skin in order to boost the effects. And I like to put these on before my moisturizers. I feel like I use a lot less product with serums, so they last you a lot longer. And I find that serums actually cost me more than a lot of other things in my skin regimen, even my drugstore regimen, but you're not using them nearly as much. You only need a little bit of serum. So with that said, there are 4 main ingredients or 4 things that I look for, not all at once, because I have been known to rotate a good serum, but there are some that just have some different properties to them. So one thing is hyaluronic acid, and hyaluronic acid is amazing because it helps with hydration and boosting the moisture in your skin. Vitamin C serum, y'all know I show it to you all the time. That is great for boosting and brightening the complexion. We're not talking about lightening yourself, because some of y'all get brightening mixed with that. No, brightening just means that you're, you know, amplifying the complexion, making sure it shows at its purest form. I like retinol, vitamin B3, and your peptides, which are going to help with collagen boosting. That's going to help with your elasticity, soothe those wrinkles, fine lines, and dark spots. And also colloidal sulfur, which is going to calm redness and irritation. So anytime that happens, I try to look for something with those ingredients in them. But without further ado, my favorite from those is a vitamin C serum, which is great. Y'all know that my favorite one, I've told you before, I purchased it off Amazon under 20 bucks. That works so good with my skin. It leaves a nice smooth barrier, but also makes my moisturizer sink in even better. And I also find that Hydro Boost by Neutrogena is the GOAT. Do you hear me? It's the GOAT. I've shown it to you guys in videos before. It just really helps my skin feel refined. I feel like it smooths that out, makes it feel good, makes my skin feel rich, honey. Research your serums and see what type of ingredients will work best for your skin type. Now, if I'm directly experiencing some dark spots, I like to use Mederma for scars on my skin, and it's dermatologist recommended, but it's also thin, lightweight, and it's easy for me to use it in different formulas. So they have a night formula, they have a day formula, they have one with SPF as well if you're going to be out in the skin. If you're going to be out in the skin, if you're going to be out in the sun. Because if we remember correctly, a lot of these products that really get rid of a lot of the darkening or the dark spots, they sometimes can cause issues in the sun. And so I love Mederma because some of their formulas include an SPF. So you'll want to look for the one that works best for your skin. I also love Differin Gel as a spot treatment for my acne. Okay, Differin Gel changed my life too. I used to see the commercials, I really didn't believe in it, but then I tried it because I was having a little breakouts on my cheeks every now and again. I'm very much proactive and I try to keep these types of things around. So the Differin Gel has been great. So I don't care who you are, none of us desire to be dry or thirsty. Moisturizers really help to protect the skin barrier, put that moisture back into the skin, boost the hydration, help your skin feel more supple, also gives it more elasticity, and it also just locks in a bunch of nutrients. So you want to make sure you're moisturizing up. Now, I love several different moisturizers, and I'm a bougie girl, so I have a lot of bougie ones on my list. However, the ones that I'm going to leave for you guys have been so good to me. The Aveeno night cream, oh my God, so thick and rich. You only need a little bit. I always return to this one. It smells pleasant. It has some pretty nice ingredients in it, and I find it to be tried and true. It gets the job done. I also love the Cetaphil body lotion and face lotion, and I also love Cerave. These two I feel are pretty comparable in what they're used for, but I also find that when my skin is extra dry, these two work like none other. They really do, especially when that T-zone for my combination skin changes. It really does help. And of course, when it comes to choosing a moisturizer, it's going to depend on your skin texture and type. And the texture you go with is going to be dependent. I tend to go with more of a lotion base because my skin is more combination and more oily in nature. And that just seems to work best. Now, a part of your moisturization routine should also be an eye cream. And the two that I find that give me the best results are the Aveeno Overnight Eye Cream. Amazing stuff, easy to use, and it even comes in a little tube that's simplistic and easy to use and use on your face and use correctly. I also love the Rock eye cream. Oh my goodness. Recently started using this one this year, that retinol eye cream. It's just amazing, y'all. It goes on really smooth. You only need a little bit. And though it's a little bit pricier in nature, it's at the top of my affordable budget. I find that it works wonders and it works well. And the tube lasts forever. I mean, you'll be forever using it on 2 eyes, unless you got more eyes than that, which is okay. It's all right. Now, you all have asked me in depth about sunscreens, and I love, no matter the time of year, using at least a 30 SPF, especially if I'm going to be out in the sun. I'm not saying I remember every day perfectly, but if I'm going to be outside, if I'm going to be walking around, if I'm visiting a new place, I'm definitely going to go for a 30 to 50 SPF. The best ones that I found infuse things in them that are sheer, that don't clog my pores. There are some that are made directly for the face. Neutrogena has an amazing array of sunscreens that really work wonders. And I'm telling you guys, I used to be afraid of it clogging up my pores or wearing it during the day. Remember, you should be reapplying your SPF based on when it's recommended to reapply. But I was getting nervous about it possibly breaking my skin out, but the Neutrogena line seems to do so good. I also like the Equate version. Again, Walmart always rolling back into my life. Get it? Rolling back. But I really like that one as well because it seems to really calm my skin and also works well in the sun and out as well. Well, that was fun, y'all. Those are my favorites, right? I love to talk about things cheap and affordable, things that can really fit any of our budgets that we can find anywhere. So like I said, if there are some different skincare things that you try at the drugstore, let me know. But these are the ones I can't live without. They give me life. They give me joy. Sometimes I forget they're affordable. So make sure you comment, share this video with someone who can use it, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Beautiful Brown Baby Doll. Peace. Special thanks to Jason Bowie of Trinity Media Solutions for co-producing and filming today's video. His information can be found down below in the information section. Thanks so much for all the love and support over on my new website. If you haven't already, go ahead and check it out and join me for new ways to interact with me, giveaways and prizes, weekly emails, as well as my free 8-day supernatural video course, which is free when you sign up.